It was only 2 weeks ago I posted the video titled Chelsea are finished. And now we have witnessed a game where they have drawn 4-4 with Manchester City. 4 weeks ago, when we probably wouldn't have even been talking about a draw with Chelsea Man City. It would have been a Man City win 4 weeks ago. At the start of the week, they won 4-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. At the start of this week, they won 4-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. A thing that they haven't done in a long while. Not just won against Tottenham Hotspur, but they haven't won a game like that in a long while. And this is probably a breath of fresh air for Chelsea fans, because they have not seen a game like this, a performance like this from Chelsea in quite a long time. And Pep Guardiola did not like it when Cole Palmer scored that penalty against Man City in the last minute of the game. Pep Guardiola wanted that win. He wanted to show Cole Palmer what he's missing. But Cole Palmer silenced Pep Guardiola. And now we are really starting to see what Chelsea are about. Raheem Sterling, wow. He performed against his old club today, and he scored. He scored. Could Cole Palmer be the cheat code for Chelsea? Could he be the surprise package that they needed? Yeah, I do think Cole Palmer has been a revelation for Chelsea so far, and I think they could. All I think from this is that Chelsea just need to keep going with their form. They've won against Tottenham. They've won. I was about to say they've won against Man City. They've drawn 4-4 to Chelsea. To Man City, sorry. And let me just say this one thing: this game was mad. There was a goal probably every 20 minutes, I'd say. Erling Haaland scored twice. Once with a penalty, once with a header. Rodri scored an amazing goal that did deflect off Thiago Silva's foot. But it was a great game, and I think it will probably be one for Premier League history. It's one of the best games in football that I've ever seen. It's absolutely brilliant. It's what a game this was. You can't really say, even if you're a Man United fan or if you just don't like Chelsea, you can't say that this wasn't a good game of football. You have to put club bias to one side and just accept that this game was fabulous. Even as a Liverpool fan, this game was fabulous. I don't like Chelsea, and I thought they were fabulous today. Same with Man City. I think obviously Chelsea are now starting to. They're now starting to realise what this squad is. Next week we'll all be saying, "Oh, where's Enzo Fernandez? Enzo Fernandez is finished. He's been injured for the past 2 games." So, yeah, he's one of the best players in the Premier League. Enzo Fernandez is, and Chelsea could have easily been relegated last season if it hadn't have been for Enzo Fernandez. So yeah, Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling. Caicedo did come on, and as I've said in the past, that Caicedo not the player he was at Brighton. Definitely not. He is not the player he was at Brighton. And I think obviously with the pressure going to a club like Chelsea, with the state it was in at that time, the start of this season was horrendous for Chelsea, and now it's turned into, they're now beginning to be one of the best teams in the league. That might be a bit too far of a statement, but they are beginning to become one of the main teams in the league now. I mean, I've said that. Next week they'll probably lose to whoever they're playing. No, international break in it. So, yeah, but I think Chelsea, obviously Cole Palmer, I didn't expect him to have the start that he's had at Chelsea, if I'm honest. I really did not expect him to have the start that he's had at Chelsea. Yeah, I really did not expect him to have the start that he's had. And if I'm really, really honest, yeah, it was a wonderful game for Chelsea. And yeah, I think Man City, they go into these games thinking that they're going to win them, and then it just kind of implodes. Like, they go into these games thinking that something's going to happen, but then it just falls apart. There is a massive downfall, and yeah, I just don't think that. I think that's what Man City thought. It was just going to be a walk in the park for them against Chelsea, but it wasn't like that. Man City did score the first goal. They were 3-2 up at one point. And they were 4-3 up at one point, but it went to 4-4. Chelsea, I mean, yeah, Man City, if they'd have had a weaker squad today, Chelsea, I think, would have won this. Chelsea, I really think, would have won this. They had the chances. I think if Chelsea, I mean, if Chelsea hadn't been playing a team like Man City, they'd have won this today. They really would have. And the kind of football that Tottenham are playing right now, I mean, without Mickey van der Ven and Maddison, Chelsea was still able to win against them. Without Mickey van der Ven and Maddison, I mean, you can't just really base it off two players, though. You can't really just base it off two players. You know, it's a whole style of football. They've got to change that now because Maddison won't be back until the new year, probably. With an ankle injury, it's going to take a long time to recover from that. And I think Chelsea are on the horizon to come back. They are definitely back. I mean, in the last game, they won. I think the last game before that, was it Brentford they played? Where they lost 2-0, or was that another game? I don't actually know. But I think it was Brentford. But the way they have come back from a 2-0 win, and just battered Tottenham 4-1 like that, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as well. Can they just rename that? Because the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium does not have a good ring to it. Yeah, I'm just tired of saying Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for every video I make about Tottenham. But yeah, it looks like Chelsea are now on the horizon to come back now. Cole Palmer silenced Pep in this game tonight. Raheem Sterling was fabulous. Yeah. It was a great game of football. I am very disappointed that I didn't do a watch along for that. I was busy at the time, but I was watching the game while I was busy. So yeah. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn post notifications on. There will be more club football content back on the channel in a couple of weeks' time, after the international break. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn post notifications on. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.